Isn't it- no, point it towards your side. Okay, so we are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Yes, everyone, you're welcome to today's class. Sorry, it's coming in very, very late. Okay. 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 Good evening, everybody. Yeah, welcome, welcome. Please, we are so sorry for starting in late. Um, the states of what is happening in Nigeria. So please, I want you to bear with us. Yeah, in terms of electricity. So that is why we are actually starting out late. So, but nevertheless, we can be able to do something tonight. And I want you guys to follow me. Everything that we are going to be doing tonight. Okay. So my name is Samuel Namani. also known as Summit the Analyst. So currently, I work as a data analyst, specifically in the web, that is in the website environment. So more like I work as a web analyst. So what that means is that I am tasked with generating insights from my organization's website. Okay, so I track users' behavior. I track conversion rates of our company's adverts on that is on the social media handles. I also track traffic and how it comes in and out of the website. Okay, so these are some of the things that I do among um, other aspects. Okay, so that is what a web analyst does. So if you are here, I want you to just type a hi. Okay, I would like you to type a hi. Let me know that you are here. Yes, I can see you, Ogona. So if you are here, please just um, say hi. Okay, hi, coach, or you know. Okay, so okay, it's all right. So now we want to start. We want to start. So I'm going to present my screen, and I'll show you what I want us to do tonight. Okay, so that is my screen. I'm going to start off ASAP. So now this is what I want to teach us. Okay, how to create a beautiful dashboard like this. So apart from the fact that artistically it is beautiful and colorful to the eyes, it is also dynamic and interactive. So let me show you what this is all about. Now, currently, we are seeing um, the the visuals or the reports for the month of April. Now, I can okay. So you just bear with me. The but while that is loading, so I'll explain every other aspect. So this is the total number of transactions that was carried out in the month of April, and then 38 countries in total that was captured with that particular data set. And then when you compare March to April, you can see that there is minus 11.9% decrease in terms of revenue. So that means revenue went down in April compared to March. So you can see the current month, which is April, you can see it there, and then the previous month. So you can see that the previous month, that is the revenue for the previous month is higher than that of the current month. So because of that, it's resulted into a loss for the company. Okay, minus 11.9%. So that is a loss. And then when you look at the variance, so the variance is quite huge. And then you also have the section which covers the profitable customers, at least the top 5 customers. So you can see these represent the customer IDs. So each customer ID represents a customer. And you can see also the revenue that they generated, or each of them generated for the company. So this is very, very effective if, as a company, you want to reward customers based on the revenue that they generated for your company. So you can use this to assess, you know, your customers, those who are actually patronizing you, those who are generating enough revenue for you. And then also we have the profitable countries. So because this data set cut across multiple countries, so these are the top three countries. Okay, the top three countries. There are other countries, but then I chose to visualize the top three, and then also with the revenue. So you can see that for United Kingdom, it's United Kingdom alone generated more than $8 million revenue for the company. So in total, the revenue is 9,747,748 dollars. And then also the cost of goods. So this is the unit prices of each of the goods. And then this was the quantity of products that was sold within that particular period. And then I also displayed the daytime quantity trends, and then also the weekly quantity trends. So this is for each of the so I splitted the days into two, okay, which is AM and PM. So I want to see, or I want to know um how customers behave. Do they order for this product more in the morning, or do they order for it later in the day? So from this analysis, you can see that they order mostly in the afternoon compared to in the morning. So these are the total transactions. Over 540 transactions were carried out within the period, and that 540 transaction 40,000 transaction is from 38 countries. So you can see, so these are the quantities and their corresponding revenues for each day throughout that period. So that is why you can see the visuals looking a bit coarse. So the top revenue day is on the 14th. So the top revenue day, this particular day is the day when customers, the product order day. So this is the day that uh, ordered the most. So you can see that even though on this particular date products were ordered the most, it did not translate to increased revenue. So that means people can order much, but that much that they order it will not translate to an increased revenue for the company. So you can see that. So what then will be the difference? The difference there is in the individual prices of the goods ordering on this date. But then what are we seeing? Their their the unit prices of each of those goods are very, very um little. Okay, they are small. So because of that, they do not translate to an increased revenue produced. Then we also have the slicer here. So if we want to slice this also, we can see that based on the quantity, based on the cost of goods, based on the revenue. So these are the months, and then these are the years and the weekdays. I also splitted the data into quarterly quantity. So based on, I splitted it into first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and the fourth quarter. So when I click here, we are going to find more reports. So this dashboard tells story about the transactional historical data from 2010 to 2011. So these are the number of rows, and then the data is contained in one workbook and looked up into a worksheet to create this analysis. So this is what I'm going to be teaching us in the course of these 2 days. I know that the time is not on our side, but the little we can be able to do, we'll be able to do. And those who want to go further, they can actually indicate interest in the master class. So now, if I am to click on the month of March, let's see the report for the month of March. So you can see these are the transactions in the month of March. And then when we compare it with that of April, let's see. Okay, so the number of transactions in April is less than that of March. You can see as I click on each month, the graphics changes, the visuals changes. So this is to show you that this particular visual is dynamic in nature. Okay, so now this is the front view of of the data analysis. Now this is the data set. On this sheet contains data set. We are dealing with a data set of about 500 and of more than 520,000 rows. Okay, more than 520,000 rows. Now, this is the back end. Whatever you are seeing in the front, where I've just shown to you, this is the engine room. So all the manipulation, all the functions, all the calculations and all that is done in the analysis 1 and analysis 2. So you can see that. So whatever is happening at the front is as a result of what has been programmed at the back, or analysis 1 and 2. So on that note, I would like to see, is there any question before we go further? Okay, Godwin. Yeah, network is actually a challenge. Okay, it's challenge. So, but then it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So let's continue. Now we can see that this particular record is just so instead of the 500,000 records now, more than 160 records. So I decided to create a sample of the data. I decided to create a sample because I discovered it will take quite a lot of time for the data set to load, and that would not really that would affect what we are doing tonight. So what I did was I took the data and then I inserted it into Python, and then in Python I use a particular line of code to bring out the fraction of it. Okay, to bring out the fraction of it. So this is representing, I think it was 30% of the entire data that I decided to get. So that is why it is 162,000. Now let's go into creating the visuals properly. Let's go into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the design. So let me design exactly. Now, in order to design, I will have to bring in the color pattern. Okay, the color pattern. You know, colors that are interacting with one another. So I'll need to bring that in. And what I'll do is I'll have to bring, I kept my colors. Let's see, color combination. Okay, so these are the colors. So I'll just copy this and then I'll paste it here. Okay, good. So now, so you can see these are the colors that I used. So this is the background, and then these are other colors that are actually in tune with it. So in order to do that, I'll come to the view ribbon, and then I'll uncheck the grid lines. I don't want grid lines. Okay. I'll leave the formula bar for now. Now, since it's like that, then I'll do Control A. I highlighted everything. I'll go to Home. I want to fill this color. I want to fill this background with this particular color. Okay. Then I come to more color and then I'll click on Custom. Under this, I'll write, and then this will be 39. I'll click on OK. Good. So you can see now um, the background has been changed. Now the next thing I want to do is to now put in these objects you are seeing. Okay, these different objects that are here, these and these and these, just how they are appearing. So in order to do that, I'll go to my insert and then I'll click. I need this particular shape. I'll drag it this way. Okay, so now since it's like this, what I'll do is the correct measurements and the sizes. Okay, so if I go to shape formats, I want to see the measurement. So this is 1.95 and 2.5. So I'll need to go to the shape and then I want 1.95 and then this is 2.5. Good. So now I need the shape outline. I don't need an outline, so I'll click on no outline. Okay, that has been taken off. The fill color, I want to fill this color. I'll be filling it with this particular color. Okay, this color 23, 33, and 68. So I'll come here, I'll type 20, and then this will be 33, and then this will be 68. Then I'll click on OK. Beautiful. So you can see that now. So I want to select, I want to create a new one. So instead of copying and paste, I can simply hold my control and then drag this way. Can you see that? Hold my control and then I'll right click and drag. Okay. So let's go to this is the shape. Let's see what we have. 1.95, 3.43. So I'll come here, 1.95 and then 3.43. Okay, that is. I'll drag again. I'll click on control, hold, right click, and then drag this way. Then I'll check back there. Let's see. Okay, so we'll change the width, 8.61. Beautiful. So you can see now we are getting somewhere. So let me try to zoom this out so that we can see what it is. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to highlight this, control, highlight this, and then I'll highlight this. I'll come to the shape and in the align, I'll distribute horizontal first, and then I'll distribute vertical. Then I'll align. No, I'll align it middle. So that's good. So it has been aligned. Now I'll drag this, control my right um, key, this undo, control this. So let's do it this way. So let's go here and take this shape format. This is 3.87 5.63. So let's go here. 3.87 5.33. Beautiful. Now I'm going to have to drag this. Sorry. Hold my control and then drag this way. So let's see what we have. Um, so I'll come here. 1.76, 2.5. Okay, so this is done. Let me zoom out again so that we can see it properly. So I'll drag this down and then I'll drag this down again. So I want to work on these two, 1 and 2 first. Align. I want to align. I will align it to the top and then no, not middle. Align it to the top and yes. Okay, so now that is for that. Then I'll click on this and this. So I want to distribute horizontally. I also distribute vertically. Okay. So that's cool. Now the next thing I want to do is, let's see. This is 1.53, 3.31. This is 1.53, 3.31. Okay. Let me also see this. 1.53, 2.27. So I'll drag and then I'll drop it here. 1.53, 3.2.27. Okay. Now I'm going to have to work on these edges. Let me straighten them out a bit. Straighten this out a bit. Straighten this a bit, and then also this. Okay. Now let's see what we have. Let's come here. Which shape is this? 1.25 and 6.29. I'll hold this and then I'll drag. Okay, I'll drag this down, drag this up. Let's go forth and see this. This is 4.16 and 6.38. 4.16, 6.38. So let's go and arrange all of them. So this, I'll bring this here. I think I'll need to increase the, it should be 1 point, let's say 32. Oh, it's still little. 1.5. Let me make some adjustments to this. I'll align them to the top. I'll need to align this to the right. This, I'll align it to the left. I'll distribute these horizontally and then vertically. So this, so you can see the way I'm taking my, as a data analyst, you must make sure that everything is aligned properly and there are no, okay, I think this is enough. So let's go and when we go to this, you are going to see this color. You can see the way this color is looking and this also. So let's go and do that. So this is it. I'll click on Control 1. Let's edit it. So in the line, I don't need a line. Okay, that's good. Then the fill color, I want it to be, let me bring out my color gradient so that we'll be seeing it. Let me push this to the front. Okay. So let's go here. So I want a gradient fill, and then okay, all every other thing is okay. Then the direction should be, anyway, we'll work on that. I'll delete this, I'll delete this. So this, I want it to have this color. I want it to have, let's go and see it again. Okay, so I want it to have this first color. So I'll come to the color section and then I'll go for more color. In this part, I'll write, this is the first color. So I'll type 41. Then I'll type um, 20. I'll type 115 and then I'll click on OK. Okay, so let's still continue. Now this, I'll come and then I need this particular color, this second one. I'll click on more color and then I'll type 173. Then I'll type 15 and then I'll type 138 and I'll click on OK. So you can see how it is now. Now let's go forth and increase this to somewhere around 160. Okay, so the darker color is towards this side, so I'll just interchange them. Beautiful. Can you see that now? So that is how it is looking. Very, very clean. So then let's continue. Now I'm going to the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw. So while this is here, I'll click on the Home tab, and then you see this brush format painter. I'll click on it. When I click on it, I'll go to this part. Can you see? I click on it, and it has become that particular color. So let's go back and see. You can see, so that has been settled already. Now the next thing we want to do is to now work on the numbers. Okay, we want to work on the numbers. So to work on the numbers, we'll go to a new sheet. So let's name this let's name this dashboard 1, and then I'll call this analysis 1. So this is where the bulk of the work is. Okay, this is where the bulk of the work is. So when we come to the dashboard, let's see, you'll discover that we have slicers that are here. So we are going to work on the slicers and then work on the, we'll come to these ones and then go for these. So I think if we can be able to do this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today, let's go forth and see what we can do. Now we come to, please just a second, let it load up. Okay. Yes, yes, Emmanuel. Okay, are we using the normal Excel or it's a different approach? Yes, it is the normal Excel, but it is the Excel 2021 that we are using. So Excel 2021 enables you to create dynamic dashboards. Okay, and yeah, so 2016 and 2021, they are okay to create dynamic dashboards, such as you can see on the screen. So let's continue. Okay, so now let's go forth. Let's go to analysis 1. Okay, good. So now we are going to highlight everything here. So highlight everything. We'll do Control A. Then I'm going to insert a pivot table. So instead of new worksheet, I'll click on existing worksheet, and then I'll go to analysis one, and I'll click on this point. I'll click on OK. Good. So we have a pivot table here. So what I need is the month number. So I'll drag this month number and then I'll put it in the rows. Now, before that, I want to explain the data set to you. So this data set is actually an online retail sales. It's actually a real live data. Someone asked in the questionnaire that are we dealing with a real life data? Yes, we are dealing with a real life data. So this is actually sales records or transaction records um, that was downloaded from the website. So it is showing the product name, which I have already splitted. So I splitted the product name into multiple columns, and then I now decided to concatenate the names. So this is Jumbo Bag Apple. So I decided to concatenate these three and then resulted to this. So that is what we call data manipulation. So when you manipulate data that way. So now after that, you have the quantity of goods that these customers they ordered for, and then this is the date, and then this was also part of my manipulation. I manipulated these dates to give me this the day, the month number, and also the year. And then I also manipulated it to give me the period of the day. Is it PM or AM, as the case may be? Then the unit price of each goods is also written here. And then also we have the revenue. This revenue was also manipulated, as in I also manipulated the data to get this. So what I did was I multiplied the quantity by the unit price to get the revenue generated for each day. Now, these are the customers that bought or ordered this particular goods. So, for example, customer one. So for customer with customer one, customer ID 17675 ordered jumbo bags apples, ordering that product from the United Kingdom, and the United Kingdom is located in the European continent. Okay, so this continent was also a result of manipulation. So whenever you have a data, you are at liberty to manipulate data and to get what you want. Okay, so and it depends on the problem you are trying to solve. The problem you are trying to solve will determine the kind of manipulation you do on the data set. So, because many of the problems I'm trying to solve are dependent on revenue, they are dependent on understanding customer behavior. What time do customers like to purchase these goods the more? So you understand, and what day do they like buying on Sundays? Do they like buying during the weekdays? So it gives you an understanding of how customers behave. Okay, so that is like a preview on the data set. Now let's come to the analysis. So the first thing I want to do is to get the month number. I'll come to the design tab, and then I don't need a grand total, so I'll click on off for both row and column, and then the report layout I want it to be in tabular form. So once in tabular form, it will show me the month number. So this is settled. Now on this case, um I want to create my own month, okay, with the individual month number. Now I'll highlight this. I want it to be up to 12. That's cool. Then the next thing I want to do is to assign months to it. So this is January, and then this is February. Okay, and then this is March. So I will highlight all these and then I will drag this way. Now, what I'll do is I'll come here and then I'll say this is equal to, please watch, this is equal to. Now, what I want to do, I want to look up this number, this month number from this particular range of data, okay, or from this table. So I'll say equals VLOOKUP. I'm using the VLOOKUP function. So what is the lookup value? This is the lookup value. I'm looking for 1. And then the table array. This is the table array. And then I need the column index number. So this is a table of 2 columns. So this is 1 and 2. So I need the record from the second column, which is this. So I'll click on 2. And then the range lookup. I want the exact match. And then I'll close this and then I'll click. So you can see January. Now the beautiful thing is if I click, let's say 5, for instance, it will show me May. So but then let's continue. Now this is the month. I'm going to show you that when I talk about the slicer. So then I want to get, okay, you can see where it is written here, select month. Sorry, the issue of electricity again, so you kindly bear with me. Just as I was saying, you are going to see this select month here. So I want to click on the select month. I want to create this select month. So to do that, I'll come here and then I'll say equals. Okay, now I want to also use the index. Okay, no, not that. I want to use the if. Let me use if count. Down. I want this. If this is greater than 1, okay, it should produce select months. In the event it is not greater than 1, it should give me January. I'll close this. So you can see select month. So now let me bring in the slicer so that you understand this better. So as it is now, what I'm saying is Excel counts these months, okay, from January to December. If it's than 1, of course it is greater than 1, so it is going to write select months. And then if it's not greater than 1, it should give us January. So now the next thing I want to do now is to still do this. I'll copy and then I'll paste. I need the quarters. I didn't do that properly. So I'll copy this table and then I'll paste it here. So instead of the months, I need the quarters. So now to get the quarters, I'll where is the dates? I'll use the date, invoice date. I'll click here. I'll remove the month number. I'll remove the year. I'll remove the months, and then I'll remove the invoice date. So we are left with this now. Now with this, what do I need to do? Let's go and check it again. So you can see we have quarterly quantity for first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter. So what are we looking at? So this is, or these are the revenues. No, these are the quantities, please. And then these are the percentage differences in the revenue. Percentage differences in the revenue. So let's go. So we need to add the quantity. So add the quantity and then the revenue. So these are the revenues. Um, so let's see this. Now this sum, I'll go here and I'll click on Control H. Control H. So I want to replace, I want to find some or. So I'll click on replace all. So you can two replacement have been made, then I'll close this. Quantities, I want to change it to percentage. So I'll right click and then I'll percentage of grand total. Can you see that now? When I click on that, so you can see percentage of grand total. Now I want it to be just one. I want these values to be just one decimal place. I think that's cool. That's cool. This is cool. So this is it. So now let's go. The next thing, I'm in the slicers. Okay, I want to bring in the slicers. These are the slicers. This is month number. These are the weekdays, and then this is the year. So I want to present all these. So first thing I want to do is I'll click on this. What do I need? I need the day. And then I'll click on add as slicers. So I'll click on this. Slicers has come. Let me go again. Month number. I'll right click, add as slicers, and then the year. I'll right click and I'll add as slicers. Okay, so let's separate them individually. Let's see. So the beautiful part about this, now let me explain, let me show you what I've been doing thus far. If let's say I click on, this is April, right? I click on April. Watch, can you see? April has changed. I click on March. Can you see March? I click on this. Okay. So all these are changing. Why? Because of the slicer. So you can see this is for 2011. That means there is no July in the year 2010. That is, the data did not capture for July in the year 2010. Now I will clear this filter. So what I'll do is I'll copy everything here. Control C. I'll go to the dashboard and then I'll paste. Control V. I'll bring this in. Let me drag this in a way. No, I'll reverse that. Okay. So now the first thing I want to do is I want to create the clear. I want to create the clear. So if you come here, you can see this clear and you can see this select month. So I'll copy this, Control C, and then I'll paste. I'll bring this down here. So I'll drag this. I'll give it a white color. So I'll go to Home tab. The filling should be what? White. Okay, so since it's white, I'll just try to pull this in like this. Okay, something like this. I think it's okay. Then I'll also do the same for, let's see that again, for the select months. So I think the select month is this color. So I'll click and I'll drag, and then I'll expand these curved edges. I'll also do this and like this. Okay. I'll join the two of them together like this. Beautiful. So since we are here, I'll need to create what we call a macro. I'll need to create a macro, or yes, create a macro. So I'll come to developer, and then can you see this record macro? I'll click on record macro. It will ask me what is the macro name. I want to give it a name called clear, and then store in this workbook. Yes. Let's see. I'll click on OK. Oh, my battery is very low. Okay, so please.